What's up, everyone? So it's been a hectic month this past month, and I am gonna say with this story, I did ask his permission to before I even told this story because I think it's a very personalized story, but I think it has a lot of important points to it, and I think it's a story that needs to be told. He did say it was perfectly fine and he wants his story to be told, which I absolutely respect. And he actually said I could use his name, but I want to avoid that for right now. But anyway, my friend dealing with the drug problem. So after he did use it, he ended up using again. And I told him I need a week away from you. Like we need a week because I need to give you consequences for what you are doing. What you are doing is not correct right now. And you know better than that. And I told him that I love him. I love him with everything. But love alone will not get him through this journey. It's going to take a lot more to get him through this journey. And he understood. I mean, we talked for a good half an hour before I let him go for the week and told him he's got to figure it out. And figuring out doesn't necessarily mean one person has to figure it out for you. But you get to choose how people treat you. That's the truth every single time. And that doesn't make it easy. It's one of the hardest things to do sometimes, especially if you have love for people. It's hard to say, hey, you need a second. You need to figure this shit out. And so we got back on track. But before that happened, he ended up having a seizure in his bed. He had a seizure in his bed. They took him to the hospital, right? And we didn't really get the chance to talk about it on the phone. He told me about that particular thing, and he said, Cliff, I need you, and we need to get back on track. He's like, I'm done. I'm done fucking up. And so I ended up coming back a week. Yeah, it was a week after that. So I did give him the week off, and the week off was when that happened. And so I end up coming back, and I'm like, I told him, do you get it? Do you get it? Do you get how far this is really going? And we had a heart-to-heart. I mean, he was like, when it was happening, I could feel it happening. And I was like, in my head, I was thinking I'm gonna die. And he said that he was okay with it. He's like, it is what it is, I'm gonna die. And then he started getting emotional, and he started thinking about his kids. He started thinking about me. He started thinking about his mom, his dad, the people he would have been letting down. And he saw everyone at the funeral, and it just wasn't good. He didn't want to die anymore. He didn't want to die. And that's when he said he wanted to fight this. He wanted to fight what he was doing. And I told him, I'm like, yeah, that's a potential possibility. If you continue on the path that you're going at, that's a potential possibility. And the more times you do it, the more chances you have of something like that happening. And I go, you can take that and use that as strength, though, to will yourself to stay out of a bad situation. And it's not to say addiction's not difficult, because it is. But it is to say you have to will yourself out of certain situations, not you by yourself, but with your community, with the people you surround yourself with the actions that you take. It's not an easy task, but it's a doable task. It's something that people can accomplish. And the thing is, I told him, if you accomplish this, you will help many others trying to accomplish the same thing. And I don't want to put too much stress on your back, but I'm always going to believe in you because I believe in that spirit in you. I know it's in you. And if you don't make it happen, and I am sitting there at your funeral saying, man, he was full of potential. No one wants to be remembered that way, do you? And he was like, no, I don't want to be remembered that way. I want to be remembered for doing things in life. I want to be remembered for making a change in life. And that's really where we got to. You know, we ended up training and we talked a long time. We talked for a good 3 hours because I'm gonna give my all, and I expect others to give me their all back. There's nothing stronger than when you have a group of people giving their all together. But again, always remember, love alone cannot do it. It's about planning intensely and acting intensely and learning intensely. He's still coming a long way. He's not where he was. He's much better than where he was. And I reminded him of that. I said, you know what? Patterns are hard to break. They are. But they can be broken. And bad patterns can be replaced with good patterns. And that's why I love what I do. That's why I continue to do what I do. Everyone else gets to choose if they're going to choose to do it or not. But it's my place to say, hey, the options are here. Because sometimes people don't even realize they have the options. It's absolutely true. Sometimes people just have no idea that the option was right in front of them the entire time. And all they had to do was turn and look. So remember that. If you're going through a tough time, if you're going through a hard time, you're not done until you completely quit. There will be bumps in the road. Life is never ever that easy, and I've done it. I figured it out. It's the same thing with health. You don't get to say, and now I'm healthy so I can stop completely. You don't get that option. But it wouldn't be fun with that option anyway, because that's what we're about. We want to strive. We want to get better. We want to always grow. We want to do the best that we can with the moments that we're given. And when we do the best that we can, others want to do the best that they can. That's where they talk about be the change. Be the change in your society. Keep doing great things. I'll talk to you guys later, and I hope you have a great day.